do it differently. And lawyers have a reputation. I mean, not amongst other lawyers, but the general public seem to think that lawyers are leeches. They're just trying to, blood-sucking sharks trying to get as much money out of the client as possible. So for me, it was like, okay, well, personal injury is a very empathetic area of law. It has to be, if you're approaching it as a dollars game, for me, you're just not doing it right, because it really isn't about the dollars. I measure my success not in dollars, but in client satisfaction. For me, if the client at the end of the day says, "Thank you, Mohammed, you've changed my life," we've changed his life in a very small way. So there was a very practical approach to it, going, okay, well, if you name him Mohammed, no one's going to answer the phone, right? It's simple as that. And he goes, "I don't want you to think I'm racist, right? But can we try something with your name?" And I go, "Well, what do you want to do?" And he goes, "Oh, can we try a more Caucasian name? Let's see what happens." And we actually doubled the contact rate for the clients we were able to contact overnight. What I've actually found is I've broken down barriers like that, because once they know me as Mick, they get the emails from Mohammed and they go, "Oh, who's Mohammed? Oh, it's me. We just go by Mick." And it sort of changes that landscape, and they go, "Okay, Mohammed's a normal person. Mohammed's from Australia, helping, he's a lawyer." So it was breaking down those prejudices, and I think MK Allen tied into that. But I also wanted to honour my father in a way, because, he came to Australia, put in a lot of years, and he was never a lawyer, but that was my way of sort of honouring his contribution to my life as well.
It's amazing. And it's an amazing, you're right, it is the way to break down, because I don't know, my view on prejudices and that, it's usually from a place of ignorance, from a place of, which ignorance is not on, like, they're purposely being ignorant. But so the way you're doing it is it's incredible, because it allows people to get to know you, and then in a way, like, that's a big impact you're having. And it's sad that you have to do it, but it's also long term. I think you can see this long term. That's gonna pave a good pathway.
It's very much what you said. I don't look at it as just out and out racism. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as, okay, their only exposure is to distorted news or distorted, stories that are just completely and utterly ridiculous, right? That's their experience of someone whose name might be Mohammed. But we're talking about someone who probably lives in a town of 5,000 people and has never left their country town. And you go, okay, well, let's just introduce them to Mick, and then Mohammed comes in later, and by that point, you're their lawyer. Nobody cares. At that point, they're like, "Oh, who cares? It's just a name, right?" And I'm born and raised in Australia. I watch the footy. It's not like we come from different walks of life. I mean, we have the same interests. We live the same lives. We're all going through the same things.